Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to Clanfolk. Just before we start, I just want to say a big apologies if the audio sounds slightly different in this one. I had to change up some of my audio settings just due to one of my headphones kind of slightly breaking. But fingers crossed that this kind of works alright, and we'll keep on going as we go in to Colquhoun Conquers. This is the very start of year 3. And I'm very looking forward to seeing what we can do this year. I think this is the year we're really going to start to sort of see some massive changes. As long as we can get a lot of things grown, food-wise, we kind of want to make sure that we've got plenty of stuff going on there. I could really do with this, both this stone fireplace and this cooperage being done, but we know why it's not getting done. It's because we can't really mine out this iron or this iron over here. I mean, we've done a fair job, actually, to be fair. But it's just taking so long. Everybody's getting so cold. Like, even though we have all the furs that we need, it's just taking us a wee while. That's all. Obviously, a wee bit of a shame that we lost some people last episode, but you know what? Them's the breaks. You know, it's going to happen. We got a couple of traders coming in there, Moira, Ewan, and you come. And it doesn't look like they bring any animals. Of the animals we actually have quite a lot. We're out of hay, which is a little bit annoying, but we've got plenty of hay seed. So I think what we do is we have to make sure that we are actually going to be planting. So we're going to be wanting to plant a whole bunch of grass. Because we currently don't have any of the other seeds, unfortunately, because we lost them all after the animals appear to have eaten all of them, which is obviously a bit of a screw up on my end. But you know, these things do happen. We're going to plant a whole bunch of grass, and I think we're going to at very least have one big field of oats. And I really kind of want to get these done sooner rather than later. Now the trader has arrived. He brought you some stone. We will buy your dried peat bricks, because we might as well, you know what, buy some berries as well. And we'll sell you some baskets just to keep the money stockpile going. Thank you very much. That should definitely improve your satisfaction. Yeah, there we go. That's three reputation for the McFarlane clan. And then here we are, more. Here we go, what you got. Whole bunch of eels. Food's running a little bit low, it must be said, and some kale. Not really what we're interested in, unfortunately. We'll sell you a couple of our hides, because I don't think we need, 70 hides. It's probably, taking up the entirety of this. So we'll grab that, and then we'll tell you off you trot. And hopefully someone's going to come along here, and it does look like Anne is being very useful. I'm going to be planting a whole bunch of grass, which is great. We've got all of our gates set so they won't let animals in, so it should mean that our crops in here are completely safe. I do apologise. I think I am a little bit sick at the moment, which is also probably why my voice sounds a little bit different than it usually does. So we've got a whole bunch of different audio going on today, so I guess this will date this episode accordingly. But never mind, I'm feeling pretty good about how we're going to be doing in here. The snow is already gone. It's still chilly, but it's definitely not as bad as it was. We might, you know what, yeah, we're actually going to start advertising for somebody to come in and do a job. Oh, and another thing we should do as well, we should definitely say, hey, plant as many reeds as we can. I want to have the reeds here because we're going to need lots of straw. We need straw in order to make sure that we have the roof on this barn done so that the animals can stay in there. Or, I mean, I'm still of a couple of opinions whether or not we have this as a barn, whether or not we have this as like a kind of communal kind of area. I mean, it's got the dirt paths inside already, admittedly, which would make sense for it to be more of a barn, because people wouldn't care about environment. Probably should have cleared this stubble as well. That probably should have been done, during the winter, but never mind. We're getting around to it now. That's the main thing. Do we even say? I'm kind of of the opinion that we kind of just say, hey everybody. I know things are looking a wee bit better. We are harvesting this peat, but yeah, I'm actually going to say, hey, all this growing stuff, just do this as a priority, please. We want to make sure that we are going to have plenty of crops growing. The animals should be all right for just now. Yeah, we've got plenty of hay, plenty of oat grains. Get everything planted up. We should be a-okay. It'd be really nice if we got another trader that came across some seeds, especially some of the seeds that were eaten by the animals. If we can do that, it'd be great. There should be, yeah, there's definitely some onions over here, so we'll harvest them. We'll probably wait until about summerish or early autumn, and we'll try and harvest them. We'll get the seeds, and as long as we can store those seeds up in the seed shelf, then we'll be quite happy. We are still, so that's all of the grass now growing, so that should be plenty of hay, which is great. Now, I forget what you actually get when you process, yeah, flax stems, which we don't really have any need for just now. So we'll just keep a wee hold of these seeds, they can just stay in there. Stay nice and cool, not germinate. We're just keeping them about. We've got ourselves some more chickens. We've got plenty of chickadees now, actually, which is really nice. Apparently they're all suffering from neglect. It does make me feel like we should make this a barn, unless we were going to like open up this entire thing and move the cooking space, which we could do actually as well, to be fair. We could create some different kind of places. Maybe even kind of put one over here, move this. We have a little kitchen that's next to the food storage. That could be kind of nice. Just have to make sure they're separate, obviously, for when it comes to, you know, keeping the food cold. Speaking of food being cold, yep, food is nice and cold, -5 inside this room. We've got plenty of ice, plenty of water jugs as well. Everybody should be nice and handy. Having the well is also really good. It means that we don't have to worry about people getting sick, which is also really nice. And people are just kind of working away. It's going to be a couple of days job, just because we didn't clear out the stubble fields here. It's going to take us a little while to get them kind of done. A little bit of a shame, a little bit of screw up, but you know, we do what we can at the end of the day. And other than that, Duncan just working on getting those iron ingots. How many hand tools we got? We got 3. We haven't got any more that are being made, so you know what, we'll get 1 more hand tools in the queue, just so we can potentially get this cooperage done. And you know what, we'll probably need 2, because we do need some more for the stone fireplace as well. Just when we get that done. Eels are done. Travellers arrived. You know what, yeah, we'll let you stay. It's a little bit late, but we can let you stay for a little bit. That should be fine. But yeah, no, definitely feeling... We're obviously quite well situated just now, because we've basically managed to kind of secure our place. I wonder at this point if we actually do... We have all these sort of like straw bits. I wonder if we maybe sort of say, hey, let's actually change these all over into like a thatch roof now, just so we can save a little bit on the straw. It doesn't mean we're going to be using the peat, but we've got plenty of peat drying. We've got plenty of peat being harvested. I think we should be all right. And I think this will mean that we're able to kind of like get a lot of straw back, and we can use that for potentially kind of doing this roof as well. We'll certainly see how things go. Alright, everybody's having a nice wee sleep now. You should be decently satisfied. Yeah, you're jolly, which is good. You are sickly, which isn't fantastic, and you don't get as much sleep. But you are still getting well satisfied, and you're going to pay us a little bit in rent, which is good. We've still got a whole bunch of, well, I mean, we've still got loads of milk from these goats that we've got to do. That's okay, we'll get around to it. As soon as we can milk these goats, I think that's also going to really help us with, like, you know, preparing like cheeses and that. That'll be really nice. As we move on to the next day. Spring is probably, I mean, I'm kind of the opinion that spring can be like one of the harder kind of months, just because it's kind of hard to get you've just gone through winter, you're trying to get things planted. There isn't much for like the animals to like graze on at the moment. So it's like, you know, they haven't got the most food. You still need to kind of like worry about feeding them and that. You're out of straw and you're waiting for straw to be to grow, basically, because I mean, like, you know, there's no reeds, there's not even like ferns or anything grown. You know, you're just waiting for things to grow so you can access it. It's the time to kind of start preparing so you can start to get stuff back later on. Does look like at least we're getting some straw, however, because we're changing out the roof here, and I think it will kind of like look a bit nicer when everything's a little bit more uniform. Obviously we have the stone area, but I kind of like the stone area looking a little bit different, you know, for the forge. And Duncan, what are you doing? You're making those hand tools. So with those hand tools, hopefully that'll be everything we need for the cooperage done. That would be really good, actually, if we could get that ready. Christine, what you got for us? You got some neeps. I'm kind of interested in neeps. I'll buy your dry peat. I'll buy your berries. We can always use that. And we'll sell you a couple of baskets just to keep the money up. Do we buy some neeps? I think we maybe hold off. I'd really like it if they could bring some neep seeds. That's kind of more what I want. Because, I mean, I would have really liked it if we could have planted some of that over here. How are we doing for seeds? We've still got a bit of oat grain. I don't think we'll be able to plant more than 1 field of oats. I'm almost wondering if we just plant more hay. Yeah, just plant some more grass, get some more hay. Looking good. I think we just do that. Just say, hey, let's get all the... Okay, that was an unintentional pun. But, yeah, we'll just say, hey, plant some grass. Now, Pussycat, what are you doing in here? Yeah, you're just moving about. You can get out there. The cats and the dogs are able to get out, which is good. We have got quite a few cats now. I'm pretty sure Lizzie is pregnant, so we're gonna have even more cats. So we're gonna have to be selling a few of them, I do think. That's okay. As soon as we find some traders that are gonna want them, we can start to sell. Just have some daft ginger boys. Alright, and that looks like we're actually out of peat now, which is a little bit of a shame, but, you know, we can always get some more. People are kind of still harvesting that. We've still got stuff that we need to grab. A little bit thundery, it does seem. So, that's always nice. A bit rainy as well. Gotta love it. I'm kind of concerned about the fact that, I mean, we didn't see that many beavers. Certainly not as many beavers as we did our first year. And that does concern me quite a lot. Just because we're going to be you know, it would be nice if we could get some more beaver. It's always nice. Oh, there's a fire. Fortunately, nowhere near us. So, whew. We're not having anybody struck by lightning this time. Hopefully, that would be preferable. There we go. Yeah, get everything put down, and we're actually already out of oat seeds. So, we've got no more oat seeds left. This is going to be the last bit that we can do. So we'll get rid of that. That's still nearly a full field, so I'm still feeling pretty happy about that, to be quite honest. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, put it that way. Ah, did we finally get the stone fireplace done? We did indeed, so that means that we should make another set of hand tools when we get a second. And also it means that we can get rid of this fireplace, or this cooking fire. So we'll finish making up our tallow, and then we will we'll start using this fireplace. And I think we'll pop our cooking pot up here, and we should hopefully be able to start make some lovely stews. It would be nice to have that a little bit before. I say, alright. Alright, break down that cooking fire, get rid of it. We don't need that anymore. Doing fine for branches. We're actually doing pretty good for straw now, which is nice. Means that we don't really have to worry about that. Fertilizing all the fields. And doing a good wee job there. And yeah, everything's doing a-okay. The animals are obviously like, oh, you know, I'd really like a place to live, and I do understand that, but you don't have it just now. Sophia, how are you doing? You're doing all right. Your mood's not great. Everybody's mood, kind of rubbish, to be honest, but that's all right. Just one of these things, isn't it? Yeah, even Callum's got not a great mood, but hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? The main thing is we're getting things done, we're getting plenty of charcoal, we're getting the fields fertilized, you know, we've got pretty much all of our planting done other than this little bit here, which again, I'm gonna actually say hi, I've got to stop making this, I'm making myself laugh. That's the worst thing, you know, it's bad when you're making yourself laugh, especially for something that isn't even funny. But yeah, we're gonna say, hey, let's get this entire field planted, get everything sown, get it ready. Ah, there we go, the cooperage is done, and that means we can build a bucket, which I think we will do immediately. Let's get a bucket, let's get a barrel. So we're going to want the bucket for milk, and as soon as we get some milk, then things are going to really start looking up. As well, let's get this cooking pot over here. This should be fine here. Hopefully shouldn't catch a light. It's low flammability, so it should be alright. And William, yeah, you can stay, why not? Malcolm, I don't know if we have enough beds. For you to be brutally honest to you, I'm not sure we have enough beds, so rather than making you stand there in the cold, I'll just say, hey, get stuff. Right, now what we want to do is let us go ahead and we'll make some nice beds. We need another 3, so make them outside to begin with, just to make sure that we have enough. It's going to take us some nails and such, so we might not have that. But yeah, if we can work on getting this bucket done, then we can start milking the goats. We milk the goats, people get happy. And I'm hoping that once we kind of get the barrel done, we should be able to get the bath up. If we get the bath up, we can always just put it over here. And then that means we shouldn't run into the issue that we had before, where people are upset that they can't, you know, enjoy being clean. Which I guess the only reason that she stayed with us the previous year was the fact that she was like, oh yeah, well, you know, life sucks so much. I'll stick with you. But there you go. Nothing we can do about it. The main thing is people are going on. Peter Martin, you are nearly an adult, my man. We need to celebrate that. You are a very good tailor, so you know, definitely makes sense that you are the next in line. And in fact, if we kind of have a little look at the family tree, I'm pretty sure he will be the next one to come. So good stuff. Right. Everybody working away as we go into another lovely spring day. And by lovely, I mean obviously it's raining cats and dogs, but you know, you can't win them all, unfortunately. All you can do is hope. Yes, what are we looking for? We're looking for some more boards. That's alright, people are making boards. We've got our buckets being made, which is good. People are working away. We're alright for logs, which is nice. They're saying we need boards because of these straw beds. That's good. Well, I mean, I'm happy that we're already getting this this done. There we go. So yeah, we'll make sure that everybody is having a nice time. Got some traders coming in, and we got some job seekers as well. Very nice. Marjorie, you are really good at hauling. Do we have many jobs to do with hauling? Actually, surprisingly not. Patrick, what are you good at? You're good at tailoring. I'm going to get you to leave. I think we may... You know what? We will hire you. You're 31 a day. You can at least help out. You know? I'm not so upset to have somebody else to help us out. We've got a fishing spot as well now that we have the bucket. That's it. It's good. Because yeah, with the buckets, we can use it to collect milk. Hopefully we'll get some milk. Ah! Oat sheaf. Give me. And give me some flax as well. And some berries. Do you want some baskets? There you go. You don't want... Oh no, I was going to say we can't sell any barrels. It's just because we don't have any barrels. They do sell for an awful lot though. We'll need to keep an eye on that. Tool handles as well to sell for an awful lot. We will keep you. That's an awful lot of chickens we have. You don't want to just buy our cats. No, you do not. Okay, I think we can be happy with that. Yeah, I don't think we want to get our own Mrs. Moo at the moment. I think we're okay. I think we're okay with the wee goats. As it stands. There you go. Would love it if somebody came and milked these guys. Now that we do have our bucket. But maybe we'll get around to that in a wee bit. How are we doing harvesting all this peat? Not bad. It's pretty flooded. It's pretty flooded over here. So I'm not surprised that everybody's like, yeah, we can barely move in this thing. Right, let's... Good stuff. Let's move you inside. Fantastic. And hopefully with a little bit of help from Marjorie, we should get some more stuff done. I mean, the fact that she's already coming out and she's getting some peat instantly makes me like her. You know, that's exactly what we want. Because we're going to need to... We want to build up this this area here. We can see actually how much our straw is going up, which is great as well. We've managed to get everything planted, which is good. And we can hopefully just kind of beat the remaining oat grains out. Now we've got plenty of stuff here in storage, which is fantastic. Bunch of straw as well. If we can get this all kind of like processed, and that's good. You can also see how much faster this is. Ah, perfect. We've got some more ideas now that we've got the barrel done. The planning table and the water dipper. So water dippers. Where are we going to put these? I was going to kind of put these in everybody's bedrooms, but it's kind of an awkward place. I guess we could move. We don't have any babies. We will have babies, but we can break these down for just now. Not going to need them. We can always move this bed over as well. There we go. Good stuff. Wonderful. And then, you know what? Let's get ourselves some water dippers in people's rooms, just so people can like have a very easy drink, and then we'll put the bathtub in there as well. Good stuff. Now, the other thing we need to get is this planning table, which is one of the new things that does require some more hand tools, requires some more nails as well, so we'll need to make sure that we're building some more hand tools. But this is what's going to allow us to start interacting with the world, which is going to be very, very cool. Another good reason to get this kind of room sorted is we can probably put our table in here and move out the animals. I guess the other option, as we keep saying, is we could use this room here. It just doesn't have any way of heating it. We are going to need some heating for the animals, but hopefully just one simple peat stove will do it. And it would be kind of nice to use our kind of initial building as our kind of like central kind of base going forward. How you doing, little stone fireplace? You're doing fine. How are we doing? We need some more barrels, apparently. So let's get another barrel. There we go. Bathtubs. Perfect. Bathtub is ready. Let's go. Need some stave, need some hoops, but if we can get the bathtub done, then that should make everybody nice and happy. I do want to think about getting another toilet as well somewhere. I just don't know how we're going to kind of do it in this kind of block. Unless we built like a big bathroom kind of area over here, which seems a little bit wasteful in terms of resources. Plus, we're kind of struggling a little bit with the peat because we're doing so much building at the moment. We're just, you know, having to harvest it up. We've lost a lot of our, well, we lost all of our reserves over the winter, you know, keeping the places warm. So I think we're going to kind of be a little bit realistic about what we can achieve at the moment. Fortunately, we've got all these fields You know, Anne is able to kind of just, you know, keep on working away. She's planting all of these reeds that will really help us with our straw. Straw, as we keep saying, isn't looking too bad, but that's just because we're getting a whole bunch of it out of this straw roof. Nans, you want to say, who are you? Anderson, how are we doing with the clans? Let's have a wee look. So, Pringle, alright reputation. Anderson, alright. McFarlane, McGregor's the one that definitely likes us the most. Who's willing to buy our cats? I don't know if anybody is. Ah, here we go, McFarlane. McFarlane's wanting to buy our cats. So we'll probably sell our cat. McFarlane's the one I quite like because they sell us iron. So I'm quite a fan. And Anderson's good as well because at least they sell us stuff. Like, and Pringle. To be honest, the only one I don't really like is McGregor, the one that we have the best relation with. Which is a little bit of a shame. They're the coastal one as well, right? Okay, Nans, we said we'd let you in, so in you come. At least gives us a little bit of satisfaction, makes you a little bit happier too. How are we doing with the cooking pot? You're just saying, hey, I just want something in order to make some food. But we don't have any vegetables or anything like that. We don't even have any mushrooms really available, or like normal mushrooms. We've got plenty of dried mushrooms, that's for sure. It does kind of hurt to say, oh, go and plant these oats when they're going to be out of time of everything, but you know, you can only do what you can do. There we go. Hopefully you're cold, but hopefully you'll be well fed enough. You're kind of happy. We do have another bed out here, so after tonight, we'll get rid of Thomas's terrible bed, and we'll get a nice one there. And that should hopefully mean that everybody's able to sleep very well and get full rested every single day, so we're no longer having people, you know, rest up during the day like they were before. Marjorie, how are you going? You're stinky. Oh no, this place is stinky. I guess we could change these outhouses too. Yeah, we could actually. That is a very good point. We could, if we extend out the wall here, we can make these bigger and kind of like make an actual like bathroom kind of area. We've obviously got this one here, which is like in the dark and not that great. What if we bring back that iron torch? But people are always complaining about it anyway, so I think just generally this room here could have been much better laid out. But you know, we'll know that for going forward, and eventually this will probably stop being like a dormitory and it'll be more like an actual room. Could probably actually do with like somebody on the cleaning. And I don't know who's best suited for cleaning. You're not very good at cleaning. You're not, nobody seems to be. I mean, Duncan's actually, except not only is he a fantastic smith, apparently he's really good at cleaning. So there you go. He obviously keeps his forge nice and tidy. But yeah, we got some nice coins there. Obviously, we're spending a little bit on Marjorie staying with us. So more people coming here. Peter is very good at lumberjacking. That's not really what we're wanting. I think we'll just ask you to leave. And Marit, you're not really. I mean, you're good at crafting, which is nice. You're good at mining. You're not going to be good for a while. I think we just say no. You go as well. We're not really interested, I'm afraid. I suppose the other good thing as well is like if Marjorie's able to work and we're able to get quite a few or much better satisfaction, then that would be a good way of raising up our clan reputation. Alright, Dooley, what you got for us? We got another ram. Don't need that. We'll buy some berries though. We want to go get some eggs? We could get some eggs. We'll just sell you a couple of our baskets. We don't need this many. There's a huge chunk of change as well. You would buy some of our cats. You don't really have enough unless... Yeah, you don't have enough unless I bought stuff back. That's okay. We'll sell our cats another time. We don't need to sell them at the moment. Just we're going to have kittens soon, so I don't want to have too many cats, you know, about. If I can help it. Let's designate some more iron to be mined. Fantastic. There's nothing else left in that mountain. Let's have a little check of the mountains. Kind of come about. We can kind of have a little eye around as well. There's some wolves have killed a deer over there. Some more iron up here. It's a bit far away and over a couple of rivers. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that far away. But we can always come and grab that in a second. Any more iron up here? Nope. Nothing. I'm not expecting really anything to be grown quite yet. I mean, we're not even halfway through spring. So, you know, if something was grown just now, you know, that's pretty impressive growth rate. Yeah, it's not really looking all that good for us. Bit of heather over there, that's nice. But yeah, overall, you know, not much going on, but I mean, this hay's all growing quite well, which is good. Growth rate really high. Love to see it. It's because of all that fertilizer. Hopefully we can get all these kind of places up and growing. Oh, pussycat sitting in the grass. I feel that. I feel that one, little pussycat. And I know my one likes to sit on the grass. Surprisingly, she's not here today, which I'm rather shocked about. but maybe they'll become. Beavers being actually quite brave, you know, coming up, having a wee look about. You know, fair enough, fair dues. You do you. We have pretty much secured all that peat, so I'm going to say, hey, we got to go cut some more. We're going to cut some more, we're going to dry it. Let's get this done. Got quite a bit drying just now. That should hopefully be, especially once we kind of haul this stuff over here, which is going to take a little while. It's just, you know, people having to trudge through this this horrible peaty ground, but since they can get onto the little road that we've made for them, they're able to come over here much faster. We could always stone these up as well, or certainly maybe doing it around the compound could be quite nice, because we do have an awful lot of stuff there, and kind of getting it through the garden too would be quite nice. We can see. Yeah, overall things looking rather nice. I'm quite happy with how things are going. Plenty of peat drying as we say. Take a little while for it to dry out. That should be enough to finish this building, which would be good. It means that we'll then be able to focus on our new barn slash. I think it's going to have to be a barn. Yeah, we'll just make it a barn. Replace this door, move all the animals out. Have this more of like our center of operations. We can always build another building for like for processing certain goods in, or having sort of like working areas inside. These outhouses, extend it out a bit. Maybe put in, you know, a toilet, because I'm pretty sure we should be able to build a log wall there. Indeed we can. So yeah, I think that's what we do. Extend it out, break down this back wall, keep them still obviously keep them separate, but kind of get rid of these poop holes and change it up so it's nice. Bathtub's done, so people can have a nice little wash, which is good. We've got the water dippers as well, which should hopefully mean that people don't get as much diarrhea, which is always nice. Means as well that hopefully they shouldn't have to walk so far to get from the to get water. They don't have to keep going to like the well. They don't have to go here. It's like if they're in their bedrooms, they can just dip in, grab a water dipper, and then that's that. How are we doing in terms of compost? Well, we've got a bunch of manure. Doesn't seem that we have enough pre-fertilizer, surprisingly, so, you know, fingers crossed we kind of get that sorted. And yeah, we can start potentially moving the animals over once we get this peat all dried up. We are definitely harvesting quite faster than we were before, which is good. Right. And you come. McFarlane, yeah, you know what, I'll take any satisfaction I can get. You're nice and fed. You're grouchy, you're cold, so you're not particularly happy. You're going to have a little poo. You're going to have a bath. Yep, lovely jubbly. You're all nice and clean. You are pessimists, which is annoying. Does make your mood a lot worse. And you are still cold. I don't know why you're not warming up, but you know what? You'll play your flute. That's good. Could do with like a nice little community. Like this is also a thing. We could maybe have this as a sort of like communal area. It's just we need to have things like the wool dressing inside. Various storages and that inside. But we could always build another little building here. Just to kind of like have some workshops inside, clear the space out, have the planning table in here, or maybe even have the planning table over here, but have the planning table somewhere central, and then maybe put like a bunch of instruments here, like our instrument rack, so we're not playing the flute outside. Keep it nice and warm, you know, maybe make the place look a little bit nicer, especially once we get the animals out. Like, what floors can we kind of make? The clay floors doesn't give any kind of like bonuses. We've obviously got the stone floors in here. We could make some wood floors, we could even make some fancy wood floors if we really want to. They need boards though. Does make people quite happy. It does make people quite happy. Part of me wonders as well if we maybe do some bark, but I mean, I always like the way that gravel kind of looks more than bark, to be perfectly honest. Maybe it's just a bit of a bias of my own, but I think it looks better as sort of like a gravel path and a bark path. Bark paths always make me kind of think of things like, you know, I don't know, like Center Parks or something like that. I don't know why, just do. Yeah, how are you feeling now? You're feeling pretty satisfied. You're going to give us some reputation, which is good. You know, I'll take what I can get, to be quite honest. Yeah, you're just having a little chat, you know, blah blah blah. Everybody's having a nice time. Getting some nice moods. Pretty satisfied. You're well fed. You're kind of by the firelight here, which is nice. Yeah, things overall looking pretty nice. Pretty good. Things are working well. The beavers, you are a big beaver. You look massive. You could feed us for days. But good. It seems like we've got everything planted, which is great. Everything's getting fertilized. or in the process of getting fertilized. We're digging up all this peat. We got some of it drying here now. We're actually out of logs. Would you imagine it? Right, okay, so we need to go out and we need to clear out some more trees. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and we'll clear out a whole bunch of trees. We're continuing our deforestation efforts. And I think actually as well, let's clear all these stumps here. I know it's like a good way of getting like mushrooms, but let's just kind of clear this place out. We're going to want to grab like, certainly kind of like around where we're going to be building. We'll get rid of like these rabbit hutches and stuff as well in the future. Around the kind of like compoundy area. Anne's doing a really good job as well of planting all these reeds. Even if we don't harvest all of these, they should at least come back for the next year. And that'll be good as well. I'm just going to have a wee sip of coffee. Don't worry, I'm still here. I've come back. Nah, just kidding. Yeah, so as long as we're able to get sort of our peat done, as long as we're able to get this kind of area done here, chop up a bunch of wood, get some logs, continue the sort of like the thatch roofing here. And then once that's done, we'll work on our barn, we'll move our animals over, we'll kind of have our area sorted. We can at least put down the planning table. Oh, it'll be nice to kind of move all these beds out here. Potentially get the floor. I mean, we do actually have a straw floor here, which actually does give at least something of an environment boost. I don't believe we have particularly many of these large stones. We got 6. That's not many. It definitely is not many. We don't really have much in terms of our bog iron as well, which is also a wee bit of a shame, but never mind. We could potentially move this. Oh, there's a fire. Oh dear. Okay, get it out, get it out, get it out. Please, 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 please. Get the fires out. There we go. It's good. I think we're actually in a little bit of an issue because these walls need to be gotten rid of. So let's do that nice and quick, please, actually, if we don't mind. Yeah, because it's going to keep catching fire. I need these done. Top priority, please. Should have definitely thought about that. Of course, the lightning strikes in the one place you don't want it to happen. One place where people can't get to the walls. Why are you not deconstructing this wall? You certainly should be. I guess it will burn itself out at some point. Agnes, you are going over here. You need to clear this wall. Yeah. Please clear that wall as soon as possible, because we need to get this done. Okay, well, at least the fire has burned out there, so that's good. Right, we can get rid of you. A little bit annoying. Has damaged the roof. That's a-okay. It's actually the one bit of wall we wanted to remain this way. Because of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, let's get the thatch roof on here. Let's clear the... seal this bit up. We can always put in some new toilets in there. Yeah, let's do that. So, where is the old toilet? There we go. Pop you in there. You'll require some nails, I know, but that's okay. We can get around that. Looking pretty good over here in the workbench as well. You've got a nice sweet saw. Still out of logs, but it's okay, people are working around for that. And yeah, already we've almost managed to completely redo this the walls here. We're gonna have a new revitalized bathroom. We've got ourselves a bath. We've upgraded all the beds. I'm feeling pretty good about how we've been doing this this spring so far. You can already see the sort of pace of things really starting to improve. And I think as long as we keep Marjorie around, because she's not particularly satisfied, but she's a wee bit hungry because she's working away from home. So she should be able to get fed. And that should be a-okay. Now, as for a cooking pot, obviously requires some basic food, which we don't have. We don't have any broad beans, we don't have any berries. Berries potentially should be growing soon, and in fact that might be something we want to add to the garden, is a nice little berry patch. I almost feel it's a bit of waste putting in the garden, because it's like you want to put somewhere where it's like floods. Marit, in you come. Get some more people in. We want to just try and get as much reputation as we can. We can get some more stuff unlocked, especially if we can get some seeds unlocked. That would make me incredibly happy, because I'd really love to grow stuff. Oh, that's cool. Some of the grass is already harvestable, so that's a pretty quick turnaround for us, which is good. Exactly what we kind of want. Yeah, we can keep going. I'm feeling pretty good about how things are going. This is definitely going to be our year. We're going to get the expedition table off. and we're gonna start expanding on out. I think that'll be looking pretty nice. Have we play the old flute? Yeah, we'll probably move the instruments like in here. I think that'd be quite nice, kind of make this almost like a little communal area with some like decorations up and make the place look a little bit nicer. Maybe move this stone fireplace in there. I know obviously it's flammable in here, but it could be quite nice to have like the stone fireplace, and we do have to worry about the floor a little bit is the only thing. I didn't even see it off screen. Looks like Hunter or Huntress has... it looks like it's Huntress again because our health is down. But they have just killed what looks to be a pretty big male wolf, so good job, Huntress. Just... Okay, sorry about that, everybody. It appears I actually ran out of recording space while finishing up the episode. Yes, Huntress was the one to kill the male wolf, and that is us into halfway through spring of year 3. And I think given the fact I've run out of hard drive space, it's probably a good time to end the episode, so I'm just going to end it here. Hopefully you've been enjoying Clanfolk. Let me know down in the comments if the audio system is alright, if I need to change any of the settings. Please let me know, and I'll be able to sort them out for next time. Just going to say a big thank you to everybody for watching. Big thank you to all the members of the Burger Band, everybody who's helping support the channel. If you want to support the channel further, you can become a member of the Burger Band, and it gives you access to videos as soon as they're uploaded, rather than when they're scheduled to come out. Really helps us going forward, and just want to say a big thank you to you. Big thank you to everybody enjoying the series, and until next time, take care.